if you have debt, but you also know you should be investing, your money can start to feel like it is being pulled in two different directions. One voice says, pay off every debt first. Another voice says, start investing as early as possible. And there you are, looking at your paycheck, trying to figure out which future you are supposed to protect. If you choose debt, you worry that you are falling behind on building wealth. If you choose investing, you worry that interest is quietly working against you. So let's make this calmer. But if you are a beginner, there is a simple order that can help you think through this decision without panic. Because the real question is not, should I pay off debt or invest? The better question is, what order protects me first, then helps me grow? Professor Richman would put it like this: you do not build a house by decorating the upstairs bedroom first. You start with the foundation. And with money, your foundation has to do three things. It has to keep your bills current. It has to stop small emergencies from becoming new debt. And it has to prevent expensive debt from eating the progress you are trying to make. Once those things are under control, investing becomes much easier to do consistently. So here's the beginner order. Step 1 is simple, but important. Stay current on your minimum payments. Not because the minimum payments are the goal. They are not. But missing payments can create late fees, stress, damaged credit, and a bigger mess to clean up later. Before you think about investing, before you think about paying extra, before you think about any complicated strategy, the first job is stability. Rent or mortgage, utilities, food, transportation, insurance, minimum debt payments. Those are the basics that keep your financial life from sliding backward. This is not exciting, but a lot of money progress is not exciting at first. It is quiet damage control. Step 2 is to build a small starter cushion. This is where many beginners get stuck. They hear, pay off debt as fast as possible, so they throw every extra dollar at the debt. Then the car needs a repair, or a medical bill shows up, or a work shift gets cut. And because they have no cash cushion, they put the emergency right back on the card. Now the debt is back, and they feel like they failed. But they did not fail. The system failed. A small starter cushion is not there to make you rich. It is there to keep normal life from pushing you backward. Think of it like a small wall between you and new debt. Even a modest cushion can change how your month feels. It gives you a little breathing room. It keeps one surprise bill from becoming a full financial spiral. So before you attack debt with everything you have, many beginners should consider building a starter emergency cushion first. Not forever, just enough to stop the bleeding. Step 3 is where the decision gets more personal. If your job offers a retirement match, you may want to understand it before ignoring investing completely. A match means your employer may add money when you contribute based on the plan's rules. That does not mean everyone should invest aggressively while drowning in expensive debt. It does not mean retirement accounts are magic, and it does not mean you should skip bills to contribute. But it does mean the decision is not always as simple as never invest until every debt is gone. If there is a match available, it can be worth learning the rules, reading the plan details, and considering whether a small contribution fits after your basics are covered. The key phrase is this: after your basics are covered. Do not let future wealth building destroy present stability. Step 4 is where you attack expensive debt. This usually means debt with high interest, especially credit card debt. Why? Because expensive debt can act like a hole in the bucket. You are trying to fill the bucket with investing, savings, and progress, but the interest keeps leaking money out from the bottom. If the debt is expensive enough, paying it down can be one of the strongest moves you make. Not because it is glamorous, but because it reduces pressure. It lowers the amount of your future income that already belongs to someone else. and it gives your next paycheck more room to breathe. There are two common ways beginners think about debt payoff. One is the snowball method. You focus on the smallest balance first, because quick wins can build motivation. The other is the avalanche method. You focus on the highest interest debt first, because it can reduce interest cost over time. Both can work as framework. The best one is usually the one you can actually stick with. If motivation is your biggest problem, the snowball may help. If math is your biggest priority, the avalanche may make sense. But either way, the goal is the same. Stop expensive debt from controlling your future cash flow. Step 5 is to build a stronger emergency fund. Once expensive debt is under control, your savings cushion should usually grow from a small wall into a stronger shield. Because debt payoff is not the only risk. Life still happens. Cars still break. Jobs still change. Rent still increases. And if every emergency sends you back into debt, you stay trapped in the same loop. A stronger emergency fund gives your financial plan durability. It helps you invest without needing to sell or stop every time life gets uncomfortable. It helps you make decisions from calm instead of panic. Step 6 is to invest consistently. Not because investing is a shortcut. It is not. Investing is a long-term habit. It works best when your basic money system is stable enough to let the habit continue. That is why the order matters. If you invest while your bills are late, that is not confidence. That is pressure. If you invest while expensive debt is growing faster than you can handle, that is not freedom. That is conflict. But if your bills are current, you have a cushion. If expensive debt is under control, and you have a simple plan, investing becomes less emotional. It becomes just another healthy money habit. Now let's make this real. Imagine someone named Jordan. Jordan has a job, a small savings account, a credit card balance, a car payment, and access to a retirement plan at work. Every month, Jordan feels guilty. If extra money goes to the credit card, Jordan worries about not investing. If extra money goes to investing, Jordan worries the credit card balance is sitting there growing. So, Jordan uses the latter. First, Jordan keeps all basic bills current. Second, Jordan builds a small starter cushion so the next surprise expense does not go straight back on the card. Third, Jordan checks whether the workplace retirement plan has a match and whether a small contribution fits without creating bill stress. Fourth, Jordan puts extra focus on the expensive credit card balance. Fifth, once that pressure drops, Jordan builds a stronger emergency fund. Sixth, Jordan increases investing when the foundation is stronger. Notice what changed. Jordan did not need a perfect answer. Jordan needed an order. That is the lesson. Debt payoff and investing are not enemies. They are different tools for different stages. Debt payoff protects your future income from being claimed by old decisions. Investing helps your future income grow. Savings protects the whole plan from being destroyed by normal life. When you understand that, the question becomes easier. Do not ask which one sounds smarter. Ask, which step am I actually on? If your bills are not current, start there. If you have no cushion, build a small one. If you have an employer match, understand the rules before ignoring it. If you have expensive debt, make a serious payoff plan. If your high interest debt is under control, strengthen your emergency fund. And when the foundation is steady, invest consistently for the long term. Here is your homework. Write down your debts, their interest rates, your minimum payments, and how much cash cushion you have right now. Then place yourself on the ladder, not where you wish you were, where you actually are. That one honest step can remove a lot of confusion. Because building wealth is not about making the perfect move every time. It is about making the next right move in the right order. And once you know the order, money starts to feel less like a fight and more like a plan.